We're up and running. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Happy days. As much as I hate a Winter World Cup, you'd miss it on midweek. You'd miss it on a midweek evening, says Michael. When's the match? Yeah, kick off at 7 o'clock, guys. Who's everyone looking forward to see tonight? Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Garnacho Iqbal in the middle of the park. Zidane Iqbal. Really looking forward to seeing him. At least United should be able play a draw. What channel is it on? So it's on MUTV, guys. That's what I'm watching it on. I don't know if anyone has it. I have it part of my subscription. So that's what we're going to be watching it on. How much is it for the match on the app? I'm not sure. I actually haven't. I didn't realise if at all possible that you can actually get it on the app. I'm not sure. I've got Sky Sports, MUTV on as part of my subscription. So I'm going to be watching it through that. So happy days. But I keep you up to speed, guys. Stick with us. If you want to just stay with us. Make sure you smash the like button as well for us, guys. Anybody on TikTok, we're going to aim for 10,000 likes throughout the live. So if you have a second, tap the screen a few times for us. Get them likes up. Gets more people into the chat. Helps the channel out. And hit the follow button if you're new as well. So yeah, happy days. Live from Kampala, says Masode. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us. Patrick says, if anyone has a fire stick, it's free on that. There we go. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing some of the youngsters play. Obviously, it's going to be quite beneficial for some of the, I suppose, more senior players as well, the likes of Anthony Martial, Donny van de Beek, a few of these guys, you know. But just listening to some of the stats on this team that we're playing, I think they're saying here that they're 19th in La Liga, and you know it's probably an ideal warm-up game for Manchester United. You'd be expecting them to go out and get a good result, get a victory, and move on. I think we're playing Real Betis on Saturday, I think, as well, in our second friendly out in Spain. So, just run through some of the quotes that Ten Hag has been saying. Asked, what do I expect from the team? First of all, we want to win. That's the norm for every game. I don't like friendlies. We have to win, but of course, we want to work on how we play. There's also, what else does he say? Let me see. He was also asked about the Barcelona game coming up as well. We're looking forward, but as I said, there's a lot of games coming up and we're focused on them in the moment itself. We'll give our best and make a clear plan. So he's not looking too far ahead, you'd have to say, Ten Hag. He's happy enough with just taking it game by game, seeing how we get on, and and that's the right way to do it, because you can't plan too far ahead. You don't know what's going to happen from week to week in terms of injuries, in terms of form that some players may or may not have as well. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I really am. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing though, guys, tonight. Obviously, anybody who's watching on TikTok, if you do want the starting 11, we've got it on the screen over on YouTube. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. We'll have the scoreboard, the starting 11, the timer, all of that over there if you want to go and check it out. Please do hit the subscribe button. But starting 11, just for anyone who missed it: Dubravka in goal, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Williams at left back, Lindelof and Mengi as centre backs, McTominay, Van de Beek and Zidane Iqbal in the midfield, with Elanga, Garnacho and Martial as a three up front. So yeah, just over 5 minutes to go, guys. I have to say though, the build up and the kind of pre-match studio with MUTV is so bland and boring. Like, Wes Brown is there, and there's another chap, I don't even know who he is. He's an ex-United academy player. It's just so dreary and drolly. But where do we watch? Says Pharrell. It's on MUTV. Some guys have been saying you can pay for it on the Man United app, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, go check it out. Someone else said, is it 808? Bet 808 or something like that. Someone maybe mentioned that in one of the comments earlier on. Patrick says, I wonder if many of these will play against Burnley in the Carabao Cup in a few weeks. You just don't know. Depends. It depends how far our senior players get in the World Cup. You know, obviously we have a good few players playing for England. They mightn't get past France. We also have a lot of players playing for Portugal. They may not get past Morocco. So we just don't know yet. We just don't know. What's that background logo? Oh yeah, it's the United one, missing the Premier League. Yeah, we're back with the Manchester United background. We've had the World Cup on obviously for the last few weeks, so it's good to be back doing the United game. Man U will destroy him, says Wills. And he says, yeah, it's on the Man U app. I've bought it, says Wills. There we go, guys. If anyone wants to do it that way. Brian Ocampo of Cadiz is a very good player, says Augustin. Time is kickoff, says Wayne, in about 4 minutes. 7 o'clock. Who's the lineup today? Yeah, so I'll give it a lineup one more time just before kickoff. Like I said, if you want to check it out, we've got the starting 11 on the screen on our YouTube channel. We're live over there as well. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube, and you'll see it over there. We've got the scoreboard, we've got the timer, we've got the ticker tape with the starting 11 along the bottom. Go check it out. But Dubravka in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Mengi and Williams as the back four, McTominay, Van de Beek and Iqbal as the three in midfield, and Elanga, Garnacho and Martial as our three up front. Not a bad 11, says Connor. It's not. It certainly isn't. It's on MUTV, guys. MUTV. You're the only person live on TikTok watching the game, says EL7. Brilliant. Well, make sure you share, like, follow, all of that good stuff, guys. We do all of the Manchester United watch-alongs, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the follow button. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube as well. And we're on the road to 21,000 followers on TikTok. Jack says, are you on Twitch? No, just YouTube, Jack. Just YouTube, my friend. How are you watching it, Ciziel? I'm watching it on MUTV. Bum ba bum. What's your YouTube, says Jack? United Community Channel, Jack. Or link is on my homepage either if you want to go that way. But yeah, United Community Channel. Come on over to YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button when you come over. Get your comments in to the live chat. But yeah, looking forward to it now. Please hit the like button as well, guys, if you're new. If you haven't done so already, take a second, hit that like button. Anyone on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Ben is in, good to see you. And Shane says, would have liked to see McNeil start. We know what we'll get out of Martial. Yeah, I'd say Martial is probably just match fitness more than anything, given the fact that he was injured. But look, I do think we'll probably see McNeil at some stage over the 2 games. But it's a strong front three, you would have to say. You know, Garnacho, Martial and Elanga, all three are established first team players, you know. Bruno going to Madrid, says Wayne. I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. He doesn't strike me as the kind of lad that will leave without winning anything. You know, I think he's bought into the project, you know, that maybe Ten Hag is looking to do, and I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I really don't. Quinn says, I found you on YouTube, but can't see it live on the channel. That's strange. Yeah, if you click on my channel name, you'll see that we're live, guys. We're live. Just hit the subscribe button maybe, and maybe the live will pop up for you then as well. Looking forward to seeing Iqbal and Mengi. Let's have some Iqbal ball. Iqbal ball incoming. Irish lad says, looking forward to see Garnacho, says Irish lad, yeah. And he says, agree Jack, MUTV coverage is usually brutal. Yeah, it is. It's very poor. It's very poor. What's the watch along today, mate? On the FIFA stream. So we're watching United versus Cadiz in a mid-season friendly. And any FIFA streams. I haven't really had time with all of the World Cup watch-alongs, to be honest. But we'll try to get back to them as soon as possible. Absolutely. Playing a lot of Call of Duty at the moment as well, though, instead of FIFA. But yeah. Get your score predictions in, guys. What do you reckon? Score predictions, United versus Cadiz. Given the strong team that United have put out, let me know what you think. 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Hopefully we can get goals. Is that the lad who used to play up front for City? Negredo, says Shane. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So he's their kind of, I won't say main man, but you know, he's probably their main striker, and he's had his day in the sun, you'd have to say, really. Brona says 2-1 to United. There we go. Close one, says Brona. Ready to rock now, just waiting on the whistle. Iwagwu says, I want to watch the match, not you, please. Well, fuck off and pay for it yourself then. Mahali says 3-1 to United. There we go. Shane says 4-0, Mengi with a hat-trick. Get in there. And we're up and running, guys. We get the timer started here. Let's have a check here. Now, there we go. Timer up and running. Dylan says, well, can you watch it anywhere else other than MUTV? The guys are saying you can pay for it on the Man United app. You can download the app to your phone and pay for it. But other than that, I'm not quite sure. One match is on, says Nathan. Friendly. Mid-season friendly between Manchester United and Cadiz FC of Spain. United are in Spain at the moment on a little mini tour. Tony, I'm not that stupid, man. I'm not that stupid. Please tell me I'm not the only one that thought you were commentating on the World Cup. Alan called. I don't know. Do I sound like him? You'll have to tell me. Is the game on TV? It's on MUTV. Guys, someone else is saying, a few of the guys are saying you can download the Man United app and pay for it through that as well. So, but we'll keep you up to date if you want to stick with us, get your thoughts into the chat. And we're live over on YouTube as well, guys. Anybody on TikTok, if you want, we've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11 is running along the bottom of the screen. Link is on the homepage, or just search United Community Channel. We're live over there as well. Actually, because this is a friendly, would you still be copywriting? I don't know, to be honest. Shane, I just can't take a chance. I really can't. Like, if I show the game and someone, oh, Garnacho is in already. Lovely little step overs and jinking and jiving. If I took a chance on it and someone reported it and the whole channel gets shut down, I just can't really take that chance. You know what I mean? So yeah. Oh, you sound exactly like him. Both legends. Cadiz now coming down the right hand side. Lovely cross into the box. Just a little bit deep. Goes all the way back to Wan-Bissaka, who clears. And Iqbal wins a free kick there. Good play by United, you'd have to say. Good positive play. Alcaraz giving away the free kick there on Iqbal. He does well. Steps out with the ball. Looks very confident stepping out with it. And kind of draws the foul. You know, sucks the opposition player in and just kind of plays the ball past him and runs on, and always a foul. So it looks like Garnacho is on the right hand side at the moment with Alanga playing on the left and obviously Martial through the middle. And Dubravka comes way out and is very composed. Plays it to Iqbal, who plays it into Donny van de Beek, who loses it. And Cadiz come forward here on the inside left hand channel. Get it wide. Lovely little overlap. And Wan-Bissaka, as he normally does, gets a foot in and gets a block on the cross, which does it really well. What's your thoughts on Sancho not being there, still training on his own, says Ben? Yeah, look, I mean, I'm not... Well, I won't say that I'm not concerned, but I'm not overly concerned. Oh, 2 players get sucked out. Cadiz are in here, but Van de Beek gets a good block in. I'm not overly concerned, but... Look, you know, Ten Hag obviously has a plan for him. He wants him to work on certain aspects and, you know, of his game. I don't know, is it the mental side of his game? Is it the tactical side? Is it the physical side? I'm not 100% sure. I do think he will come good though. I really do. I think he probably just needs to focus a little bit more. Maybe that's why you've seen he's, you know, after deleting all of his social media and things like that, maybe he's getting his head down. He wants to work a bit harder. Look, I'm not going to be in any rush to judge him at all. You know, he has a lot of time in my eyes. He really does. Carl says, Tammy Abraham for 45 million to Villa and Joe Felix 50 million to Villa. You're living in a dream world, Carl. So you are. Garnacho will score, says Michael. Come on, Garnacho. Absolutely. Anybody new to the channel, guys, make sure you hit the follow button. Obviously, this is the first Manchester United watch along since the start of the World Cup, so delighted to be back doing them. We're going to be doing them all throughout the season, as you know, daily Manchester United content, so make sure you hit the follow button if you're new. We're on the road to 21,000 followers. And United are struggling a little bit to keep possession, you'd have to say it. Yeah, Cadiz are pressing with a good bit of tempo. And Wan-Bissaka makes a mistake there. And possession given away across into the box, but Iqbal gets back. Wan-Bissaka tries to be too clever. Where are you watching the match? On MUTV, guys. Carl says, just seen it on the transfer market. Joe Felix is not going to fucking Aston Villa. Are you having a laugh? I think there's 4 teams in for him. Man United, Bayern Munich, PSG, and did I hear Chelsea as well, maybe? He will not be going to Aston Villa, my friend. So he won't. How can we watch it, says Tom? MUTV, Tom. MUTV, my friend. Or you can pay for it on the Man United app on your phone. I'm not sure if anybody has a link to watch it for free. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. Score prediction, says Jennifer. I'm going to go 2-0 to Manchester United. Who's the best player for Manchester United, says Taylor. In general, overall, probably our best player so far this season. That's a tough one, actually. Rashford has played really well this season. Martinez has been playing really well. Casemiro has been playing really well. Ericsson. So it's a tough one. Cross into the box now. Oh, it's 1-0. United are 1-0 down. United are 1-0 down, and nothing really Dubravka could do about it. So the free kick was taken really quick, and it was played down along the line, and then it was just laid back to the free kick taker. United didn't double up, and he just plays a lovely ball into the back post, and the United defence doesn't track the Cadiz players in, and he has a free header at the back post and heads it back across the goal. Dubravka can't do anything about it, and United are 1-0 down. Cadiz 1, Manchester United 0. Ben says I'm about 40 seconds in front of you. Don't spoil it, Ben. Yeah, so United are 1-0 down, guys. Larry says, what's the starting team? Larry, it's on my YouTube channel. If you want to go over and check it out, the starting 11 is on the screen on our YouTube channel. Link is on the homepage, or just search United Community Channel. That's your prediction out the window, says user. It certainly is. But here's Martial coming now. Looking for a strike. Good strike, and wins a corner out of a good save by the goalkeeper. Good positive response by United, but they've been second best, in the opening 9 minutes or so here. And Cadiz probably deserved a 1-goal lead, you would have to say. You really would. Sharmer is in. Good to see you, pal. Good to have you back. Shocking defending, no organisation, says Irish lad. Yeah. So we're watching it on MUTV, guys, for the last time. But stick with us. I'll be commenting on the whole game. Corner now swung in. Good corner in. Oh, it's bobbling around. Keeper drops it, but Cadiz cleared their lines, and now they're on the counter attack. It's 2-on-2. Campo down the left hand side. United do get numbers back, but he takes a strike and it's blocked by BAAACK. And United come away with the ball up the right hand side. And now United have space up the right hand side. It's Garnacho now running at the defender. You'd expect him to take him on, which he does. Squares it to Elanga, who takes a shot and it's blocked. And it goes back into the goalkeeper's hands. Decent game. So it's decent game since maybe the goal went in relation to United. They're playing with a little bit more intensity. But look, I mean, it's probably to be expected. These players haven't played a game in, 3 weeks? 4 weeks maybe? 3 weeks? But, yeah, so Dylan says I'm a few seconds ahead. I don't know what to say, guys. maybe it's the lag on YouTube. I don't know. Bum bum. Throw into Manchester United now, down in deep into Cadiz half. Someone needs to show for it. Yeah, it's throwing. And again, another throw. Yeah, so good play there by Elanga. And here's Martial now wide left on the ball. Big and strong, does well. Needs an option. Comes to Iqbal. And United just keeping possession here. Here's Garnacho now. Oh, just can't get the ball out from his feet to get a shot away. Dongo says, BAAACK is good, only that Erik ten Hag has not taken his time mentoring him how the modern fullbacks play. Oh, United are 2-0 down. United are 2-0 down here. And fucking hell. I missed it, but let's see. I'll have a look at it here again. And United 2 down in the space of 13 minutes. Fuck's sake. Oh, that was the good thing about the World Cup. You weren't supporting anyone. You couldn't get pissed off when anyone went a goal behind. Let's have a look and see what happens. So, ball down the left-hand side. And Wan-Bissaka gets caught high. Square ball. Scott McTominay caught the wrong side of the centre midfielder and he just has a free strike on the penalty spot and buries it. Just a poor goal, really, isn't it? Poor goal. Oh, it's good to be back, ain't it? Fucking hell. How many England players are playing, says Taylor? One, maybe? Brandon Williams? Two. Wan-Bissaka. So, yeah, 2, I think. So, yeah, 2-0. What's going on, says Cha? Oh, jeez, I don't know. United have been very... Cadiz have had 2 attempts and have scored 2 goals. You know what I mean? But United haven't started well at all. And Garnacho goes down injured, stays down. The referee doesn't give a foul. It looks like Garnacho's getting back to his feet. But United have looked a bit cobwebby, as they say. They need to shake the cobwebs off, so they do. Keeper's poor, in fairness, says Irish lad. Yeah, I don't see really what more Dubravka could do there. I mean, for the first goal, the ball, no one is tracking the man for the header. And for the second one, no one is tracking him into the box. You know, the midfielder has an unchallenged shot on the goal, you know. Here's the Langan now, plays it inside to Garnacho, who gets smothered out. But United keep possession with Mengi and now Iqbal. McTominay's fault. I see if Ronaldo was still there, he would have been in front of the man. I'm sure if Ronaldo would have been there, we would have been about 17-0 up by now. I'm sure. But, yeah. Just sitting here waiting for someone to blame the Glazers, says Dating Guru. Alright. Who scored first, says Angus. I'm not sure who the player was. Let me check for you now. Summary. Garcia got the first goal. I don't know who got the second one. What are you watching the match on? MUTV, guys. MUTV. Adam is in. Your old Bushy is fucking captain by my clap the captain. Nah, I'm definitely not watching. Nah, stick around. He was at fault for the second goal as well, by the way, just to let you know. Martial with a free kick now, about 4 yards outside the box. Good opportunity here, but it's going to be hard to get it up and down over the wall. You'd expect him to go keeper side, which he does, and drives it high and wide. Score 2-0 to Cadiz. Man United are 2-0 down. Have Cadiz a strong team out? To be honest, I don't really know because I don't know a lot of them. They have Negredo up front who used to play for City. They have Ocampo, who I've heard of before. I think he may be the captain. But outside of that, I don't really know. I think they're 19th in La Liga. And we're 2-0 down. But anyway, this is what mid-season friendlies are for. No strength and depth in this team at all, to be fair. Yeah, well, look, I mean, all of our top players are still at the World Cup. You know what I mean? So... "2-0, a joke," says Corey. Martin says, "and we got rid of Ronaldo." Yeah, we did. And we'll be better for it in the long run. So we will. "Future is bright," says Garden. It is. I don't care why. Look, Jesus Christ, calm down, lads. It's a mid-season friendly. You know what I mean? Against Cadiz. And we have a load of kids playing from the academy. Well, not a load of them, but a few of them. Here's Martial now. Gets a wide to Brandon Williams on the left. So United 2 down. And, we're back to United games, aren't we? Oh, the stress of them. It's a bit scrappy though. United are doing a lot of attacking, and Cadiz are pinned back a lot on the edge of their box, but when they do break, they're breaking well. But United are a bit sloppy in their final ball, you'd have to say. Everyone dissing United like we haven't got our worst team out and they've got their strongest, says Joshua. And Martin says, "No, we won't. And it's not this season anyway." I don't know what that is about. Let's see. Shane says, "Actually, should Ericsson not be back?" I think he's on. I think he's got a week or two off. I think most players are getting a break of at least a week off after the World Cup. Oh, here's Iqbal, lovely. Oh, that's a penalty, ref. Yeah, Zidane Iqbal, absolute quality out of him. You'd have to say, lovely link-up play, and that's the kind of play now that will encourage you, regardless of whether you're winning or losing. Seeing one of the young players doing something like that, one of the academy players break through, potential future first team player, really, really, really good, you'd have to say, and very encouraging. So, lovely ball by Martial. So, Iqbal gives the ball to Martial and continues his run, and it's a lovely slip ball, and one of the Cadiz defenders just pulls his shoulder back, he goes down, penalty. And it's going to be Martial to take it. And you'd back Martial, you'd have to say. You usually would. Ah, oh, lovely little chip down the middle, and it's 2-1. 2-1. Lovely little dink penalty. And again, regardless of whether it's a friendly or whether it's in a World Cup last 16 like the other night, chipping the ball down the middle takes a lot of balls, you'd have to say. So 2-1, guys, 20 minutes in. United 2-1 down, but getting the goal back there. Happy days. Irish lad says, "What striker are we buying next month?" Well, I don't know. It's interesting because Cody Gakpo has been asked again today about the links with him and Manchester United, and he said, "I haven't heard anything from Man United yet. If they come, I will think about it. In these decisions too, I seek God's help. I ask him, what can I do best?" So he knows Manchester United are interested, and he's certainly, certainly open to it as well. He was also asked about missing out on the transfer to United last summer, and he said, "I thought about Manchester United, but when that didn't happen, I couldn't remember and started to doubt. Leeds United did come. Should I go there? Now I wait." So, by the sounds of it, when United came looking for him and the deal fell through for whatever reason, there was interest from Leeds United and I think one other Premier League club. And I think the fact that maybe United were interested in him, he just said, "Look, I'll hang on. I'll hang on. And hopefully they'll come back in for me in January or next season, So I do think Manchester United will go back in for him. and maybe he is the long-term option for Ten Hag. I'm not 100% sure. He does play off the left as well, you have to say. Now, do we want another one of them like a Rashford or a Martial that is a striker but primarily plays off the left? I don't know. We do probably need another winger long term, so if that's going to be Ten Hag's aim, is to maybe get a stopgap in terms of Cody Gakpo playing up front for the next 6 months and then go for an out-and-out number 9 again in the summer, I'm not 100% sure. But the one thing I would say is I trust the manager, you know what I mean? And if he decides he wants to sign him, then I'm all for it. Free kick now to Cadiz into the box. WATCHALONG gets up well, and it's how was that not gone out for a goal kick, ref? It looked a mile out. Cadiz win a corner off the back of it. Adam says we're going to win the treble. That's the spirit, boy. That is the spirit. Corner now swung into for Cadiz. McTominay gets the header. It should be another corner. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka let it go. Not many decent strikers out there to buy, says Garden. Yeah. I mean, there's not, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have the solution. As we're linked with players, I'll give you my thoughts and comments on them, but I don't really, I'm not a scouting expert or anything like that, but Harry Kane will be our best choice, I think, says Jonathan. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if United do go for him in the summer. Thomas is in, says hi from Limerick, good to see you. Zach says Liverpool is better. Not according to the Premier League table. How's Aaron Wan-Bissaka doing? Can't watch it. MUTV not working, says Joshua. Doing alright. Nothing spectacular really from him. He was partly at fault for the second goal. But here he is on the ball now. Gets the ball wide to Garnacho. Garnacho loses possession. And Cadiz come away with it. But again, they give it away. So it's kind of back and forth, really. And United keeping the majority of possession. But in fairness to Cadiz, they do look like a threat going forward, you'd have to say. Twigs is in, says, the fuck is going on? 2-1, I know. Out and out number 9 instead of another Rashford or Martial, says Irish lad. Is Jones on the bench, says Shane? No. Jones is... I don't know what the fuck is going on with Jones, to be honest with you. Because... he's had his own personal training plan since Eric Ten Hag took over, and there's been no sign of him. So he's not registered for the Premier League squad, and Ten Hag doesn't fancy him. He's just picking up a wage for doing nothing. You know what I mean? Oh hi!
Be careful.
What's going on?
Come on around if you're going to.
Come in underneath. Come on around. Come on. And say hello to everybody. Say hello to everybody. Man United are back on. Hi everybody. Say hello. Hi.
Someone learned a new word.
What?
Mummy.
Say mummy. Say mummy. Say mummy. Baby. Now look, it's a free kick to Manchester United. Donny van de Beek is going to swing it in. It's a good ball into the back post and a header by McTominay. But Cadiz eventually clear it, and then we go like this. We go, when United score, we go, yay! Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't we? Yeah.
Joey, who's this?
Who's that? Mammy? She's able to say Messi as well. I got her saying Messi today.
Maybe that's what
Right,
she
say
said
bye-bye to
instead of
everybody.
Bobby.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Where's Messi? God. Oh, he's out in the kitchen.
Oh, Jesus, you're getting heavy.
Arrgh. Say bye-bye, Daddy.
Bye.
Love you.
See you later.
We'll go back out to Messi.
Anna says, hold up, I just noticed if United score, you can't lift that collar up. I know. We'll keep it for competitive matches, Anna. Junior says, future United player. You never know. Can your kid play up front, says United? Not yet. Prime Phil Jones is better than Maguire, says Shane. Maybe so. Where's her Man UK? She has 2 of them now at this stage, and she's not even 2 years of age. Teacher to say Ronaldo, clear. No, she's able to say Messi now, Twigs. She's able to say Messi. Our dog's name is Messi. So, she's been taught well. She's been taught who the real GOAT is. Dave says, loving every minute of your show. I'm in rainy Tenerife. Oh, raining in Tenerife. That's unlucky. But you're more than welcome, Dave. Appreciate you joining in, pal. If anybody is new to the channel, guys, make sure you do hit the follow button too on TikTok. We're on the road to 21,000 followers, so make sure you do hit that follow button over here. I think it's here anyway, or here, either side, whichever one it is. But yeah, hit the follow button. We're live on YouTube as well. If you want to go over there and hit subscribe, link is on the homepage. Or just search United Community Channel. We're closing in on 2,000 subscribers over there too. So I do appreciate. Are you on Twitch, says United? We do have an account on Twitch, but I don't use it an awful lot. Guinness says, is Dalot playing? No, he's too busy starting in the World Cup, unlike some other rightfuls, if you know who I mean. Trent. United women leading Everton 4-1, says Janat. That's good. Dating guru, I have enough of your bollocks now, so you can jog on, you big dirty pervert. Oh, there we go. Score, says Fox. It's 2-1 to Cadiz, so United are 2-1 down. So yeah. Love to see responsible friends with their families, says George. And Todd incorrectly says Twig Sue. May you show the match. I can't show the game, I'm afraid, guys. Jared says Trent is clear of the law even with a broken leg. Good one. Do you know what? Harry Maguire is a better defender than Trent Alexander-Arnold is. So he is, you know. Jonathan, thanks for the gifts, man. Really appreciate it. We're watching the match on MUTV, guys. So United are coming down the right. Scott McTominay with a cross into the box. Lovely crossing. United win a corner out of it. Who's your dream signing in the summer apart from Frankie de Jong? Oh, I don't know. I mean, we need a striker. So, Williams now, poor cross in. But United get a corner out of it. We need a striker. So we do. And we need a world-class striker. We need a fucking 30 goal a season striker. We really do. So let's see what happens. I think that's obviously our main concern at the moment. We do need another centre midfielder, so Frankie de Jong would be lovely. Great corner by de Jong, by Van de Beek. We need probably another centre back to challenge the likes of Varane and Martinez. So I'd like to get that South Korean guy Kim from Napoli. Looks like a very, very good player. But yeah. Twigs, as he'll probably say, Nkunku. Well, Nkunku is class, but I think he's going to Chelsea. Well, they have an agreement with Chelsea, but there's nothing signed. So he could still be nabbed away from Chelsea. There's no agreement on paper. It's just it's basically a verbal agreement, I think. Sesko says United, yeah, I'd be happy with Sesko. But again, there is talks of him going from RB Salzburg to RB Leipzig. So Shane says there isn't any world class strikers out there. Well, there is. I mean, I would, if you went and got an Osimhen from Napoli, he's absolutely tearing it up at the moment and looks like a very, very good player. Harry Kane is still world class, in my opinion. He is 30 years of age, so he doesn't maybe fit the age profile that United are maybe looking at. But I mean, if you put Harry Kane into a team with Rashford on one side and I don't know, Anthony or Garnacho on the other side and him through the middle, and you have Bruno and fucking Eriksen feeding balls into him behind him, he'll easily get you 25 goals a season in that United team. But we're not going to get more than probably 2-3 years out of him. That's the issue, Paddy says, I'd love Bellingham and Felix and Gakpo and Kim from Napoli. We just sell Maguire and Wan-Bissaka. Well, I don't know. I think Bellingham, according, obviously, Sky Sports were reporting on it yesterday that United are out of the race for him, and they won't be looking to sign him. Now, the one thing I would say about that is, if United can get a deal done to sell the club and we get new owners in, by February, March, then they're obviously going to have money to spend, and they will say, right, well, who do we get as a marquee signing, our first signing? It's going to be Bellingham. So then they have time to put in the groundwork before the summer transfer window opens to declare interest, to talk to the agents, to talk to Borussia Dortmund, to get a transfer bid in and all that kind of stuff, But if the sale of the club drags on into the summer, then big signings like that, United are probably going to miss out on, you'd have to say, But if we could get a deal over the line to sell the club as quickly as possible, then I wouldn't rule out that kind of stuff, And United have been linked heavily with Joe Felix as well. Irish lad is actually saying it there. He said he's a baller, yeah. I think he would be a very good signing. Now, he's not an out-and-out striker that we need, but is Ten Hag looking for an out-and-out striker? I don't know. He loves Martial because Martial drops into the pocket, into midfield. But what does that do? That creates masses of space left behind. And if you have someone with the pace of Rashford and Garnacho running in when Martial is coming out and creating a lot of space behind, maybe that's the kind of player Ten Hag wants, because we've seen it even last night with Portugal. João Felix, an awful lot, was dropping out into midfield looking for the ball, turning on it and running at lads, so who knows. But again, whatever the manager decides to do, I'm 100% behind him, so he has earned the opportunity to go out and sign whoever he wants, given how well his first few signings have been in the transfer window just gone. So happy days, Let's see what people are saying. Chris says United should get rid of Fred and sign Pedro or Gavi. PC says go buy Gonzalo Ramos. Look, I'm not going to be buying him on the back of one performance last night. Benfica were close to selling him in the summer for pittance, I think, to Wolves. So, look, let's not get too carried away with him yet in relation to having one good game. Now, he had a very, very good game, you'd have to say. But if he puts them kind of performances in for club and country for the remainder of the World Cup and on to the remainder of the season, then we might have a chat about him. You know what I mean? But he certainly has the potential to be a good. You don't do that in your World Cup or your first ever start for your country, being a World Cup last 16 and getting a hat trick. Dreams are made of it. Twigs, man, come on, Jesus Christ, they're just so obvious, man. Who has a first name as Con? Conn? Jeez. George says, Harry Kane is a short-term striker to win, but he is not the future asset. We would be very interested to see him in the United shirt. I agree with you, George, absolutely. And that's what we were saying, that if you do go out and buy Harry Kane, you're going to be paying big money for him, and you're only probably going to have him for 3, max 4 seasons. You know. Now, he can score goals. He can score goals. But, you know, is it a long term? I don't know. I wouldn't be disappointed if we went out and got Harry Kane, you know, in the summer. And I do think Harry Kane will probably be up for grabs in the summer, because and let me clear things up as well. I do think United probably will go in for him in the summer, because a couple of reasons. The whole Spurs doing well thing is a facade, in my opinion, because I think, how many times this season already have they got the winner in like the, you know, past the 85th minute? Too many times for it, you know, to be fucking, you know, it can never last. So, and I think Antonio Conte is probably going to get pissed off, because any Spurs manager that goes in there doesn't get the full war chest, because Spurs are paying back big money for the stadium and all of that jazz. So I can see Antonio Conte getting pissed off there. They won't win anything this year. Well, they might win a cup, maybe an FA Cup or something like that. You never know. But Kane is going to want out. And if we look at suitable teams for him, Arsenal have a striker in Jesus. Liverpool have just invested 100 million in Darwin Nunez. And City have invested heavily in Haaland. You know, Chelsea, there's probably an argument with Chelsea go in for him, but does he cross the divide from Spurs to Chelsea? Probably not. So that leaves the door wide open for Manchester United, in my opinion. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we go in for him. I really wouldn't. Ten Hag's most prolific season at Ajax was when he got a big out-and-out striker, Haller, says Shane. And Twig says, yeah, that was a low-hanging one. Yeah, it was. Is this game on TV? It's on MUTV. Funny, Man United will lose to Betis. Like they stand no chance. What's the score? United are 2-1 down. There's no one else live about the match, right? Says Toxie. Not that I'm aware of. Night, Puddin'. See you in the morning. Love you.
Oh, be careful of the wire.
Kiss. And a hug. Oh, see you in the morning.
Night, buddy.
Daddy's here fun.
Come on.
See you in the morning.
Let's go. She just wants to turn
Was
on
the shepherd's pie nice?
Yeah, it's lovely.
No. Right. Yeah, make sure you hit the follow button, guys, if you're new to the channel. Daily Manchester United content, all of the watch-alongs throughout the season, including the friendlies. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit the follow button. We're live on YouTube as well. Anybody on TikTok, if you want the full experience, we've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all up on the screen. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel. Chris, yes, we've got some new. So any of the official members of the United Community Channel on YouTube, the club members, we've got some new stickers up. Again, they're only allowing me a certain amount. So once I get to 10, we're on. As you can see on the screen. As you can see on the screen, we've got 9 official members at the moment. Once we get to 10, they allow me more. So we need to build up the official member tab. And as you can probably see as well, guys, you've all got new badges beside your name as well. So I've uploaded some new badges in relation to how long you're a member. Your badges get upgraded as the months go on. So if anybody is watching that's interested in joining as an official club member of the United Community Channel, link is in the description of the video. You get some extra content. We're going to be putting up a new members only video next week. So yeah, go check it out. Cadiz now coming down the left hand side. Oh, lovely cross into the box, and eventually does it go? No, it goes all the way along the end line, and Cadiz keep it in on the far side. Great bit of skill and a cross into the box there. But United are going to come away with it here with Zidane Iqbal. Here's Alanga now up the right hand side. Very poor pass. I don't know if Alanga is up to the task. I really don't. I don't think he's good enough. We need a trophy this season, as says Saidu. Yeah. Well, a trophy would be great. It really would be great. But I wouldn't be overly disappointed if we don't get a trophy, I would have to say, because like as long as we can see steady progress in relation to what Ten Hag is trying to do, the style of football we're trying to play is positive, I'm okay with that. Now, it would be great to put icing on the cake with a trophy. But we won't be winning the Premier League. Obviously the Europa League is going to be very difficult. We have Barcelona, which I'm going to, by the way. So yeah, you're talking FA Cup. We have Everton in the FA Cup. We have Burnley in the Carabao Cup. So they're probably our best two chances of getting some silverware. But you look at, the Liverpools and the Cities of these world, and the Arsenals and the Chelseas, they're going to be taking these tournaments seriously as well, because they're going to want some silverware. So let's see what happens. There's a desperate need for a halftime Tato emoji, says Twigs. I'll work on it. Personal, for the best striker to tie us over till summer is the Turkish young lad. Come on, Shane. Come on, man. Come on. Sneakily put in a big long sentence there, thinking you're going to get me. Nah, bye. Twig says, if Jack and Mr. Ronaldo is the GOAT, I'll consider it. I don't need your money that bad, Twigs. No, there's no pressure on anyone to join, guys. Obviously, it's each individual's preference. So that's half time, guys. 2-1 down, Manchester United are. And it's been a decent run out, you would have to say, for them, but they haven't been overly impressive in any sense of the imagination, you'd have to say. Gigi said, Man United head-to-head versus La Liga bottom team is not talked about enough. Well, it's Manchester United's probably third string team. So, and we're only a goal down. So, maybe that's not talked about enough. Mickey is in. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining. Kay says, your opinions on Liverpool apparently been very close to agreeing a fee for Bellingham. They're probably in the driver's seat, I would say. You look at the World Cup and you look at clips of the players in the hotels and things like that, and every Liverpool player that's on the in the England squad is, Trent is buddying up to him, and Jordan Henderson is buddying up to him, and all this kind of stuff. So Liverpool are probably favourites to sign him, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, they're certainly not going to get him without a fight, because the whole world is going to be looking to sign him. What's the scores? 2-1 to Cadiz. Dave says Ten Hag knows what he's doing. Respect for him. Yeah, absolutely. Soft Money says Alanga needs a loan move. Yeah, probably. I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United at the moment. But again, the fact that we're so thin in forward areas, especially, is probably the reason why he's still there. Pat says, is the World Cup over? No football on? Yes, we have a break for a couple of days from the World Cup, which allows us to do, obviously, this United one. I think, is it Friday? Is it Friday? The quarterfinals kick off on Friday, I think. Yeah. Friday we have Croatia, Brazil at 3. Netherlands, Argentina then at 7. Then we have Morocco, Portugal on Saturday at 3. And England, France at 7. And then we have a break again to the semi-finals on Tuesday and on Wednesday, and then a break again Thursday, Friday. The third place playoff is on Saturday, and then the final is on Sunday. So there we go. Can't see Liverpool being able to afford Bellingham, transfer fee and wages, says John. But the thing about it is, John, and I know exactly what you're saying, and the only reason I disagree with you is that they're going to have new owners pretty soon as well. You know, so does the new owners come in and say, here you go, here's 150 million for Bellingham, you know, and make a statement? You don't know, you know. So and the new United owners might do the same when they come in. You know, they might come in and say, look, you know, we need to make a statement here. Who's the marquee signing we could make a statement with a signing first? Jude Bellingham is the man. Right, here you go. Bosh. 150 million. Jude Bellingham. Bosh. Here's 300 grand a week. You know. You know, so I don't know, but that's only speculation. You know, Manchester United and Liverpool mightn't have new owners by next summer. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's let's see what happens. Twigs says, so close yet so far. Unlucky Shane. How much is it? I'd love to support the channel. You don't have to, Twigs, but it's below. Hit the join button below, or the link is in the description. There's a couple of different options, but absolutely no pressure at all. No one can fool Jack like me and Twigs, says Chris. That's true. That's true. And you won't ever let me forget it. Shane says, if you could bring back Prime Ferguson with Prime Keane for 5 years, but the catch is you can never have a pack of potatoes included, crisp sandwiches, what are you choosing? Give me Keane and Ferguson any day. Any day of the week. Give me Keane and Ferguson. I'd never eat potatoes ever again. The Last Poet is in, says, well, Bud Williams is just not it. Yeah, he hasn't been really good, has he? Chris says, Jack and Dixon will go down in history. Funniest I had, Jack. Yeah, you had me looking up the fucking... No, you got me good. You got me better than anyone, Chris. I have to say it. That was the best of the lot of them. I was actually searching. I was actually Google searching the name before I realised what it was. United will have new owners before Christmas. No, they won't. Minimum February, March time. Well, that's according to Sky Sports. What do you think of Elanga and Donny in the first half? Not good enough for me. No, I don't think either of them are good enough for United in general. I think Elanga needs a loan move, minimum, if not to be sold. And I just don't think Donny. I mean, Donny has had so much time to prove himself, and he hasn't, time after time after time. So, yeah, maybe it's time to move them both on next summer. Chris says, go in for Rice if you can't get Bellingham. United need a striker and another CDM. The one thing I would say is, you know, if you go for a Bellingham or a Rice, you're going to be paying 100+ million for either of them. You know, do you want to be spending a big chunk of your transfer budget on one player? Or do you go with maybe an unknown? You know, a 21-year-old, 22-year-old that's not as well known as Bellingham or Rice, that will cost you 40 million, but that has the potential to get to that level. You know, because be under no illusions, United need quality, but we also need quantity, because the 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 clear out that we were talking about throughout the summer, and the players that are going to leave, and the amount of players we need to sign, we're nowhere near completion in relation to that process. So, United are going to need another. If we can sign 2 players in January, it'd be great. Obviously a striker, and then maybe a defender or a midfielder or whoever, then great. But then in the summer, we're going to need another 5-6 players. Yours says, it's like you skip my comments and bang on for 20 minutes on one comment. Well, if you don't like it, fuck off. Alright? Simple as that. Dicky says, let's start looking into younger players from other clubs than the normal, such as signing Vidic. Exactly. When the likes of Vidic came in and Evra came in, they came in under the radar. And people were like, who are these players? And they turned out to be unbelievably good players. So that's the kind of, and you can go out and sign your Galacticos players, absolutely, but you need to have a war chest of money, and I think, I don't think Ten Hag is stupid enough to go out and spend all of the money on 1 or 2 big name signings. And we've seen it throughout the summer already. We did have the big name signings, but we also had Ericsson on a free. We had Malacia for 15 million. Things like that. So he knows what he's doing. Let's see. Thoughts on Depay potentially coming back. Cheap option with some longevity left in him, says Keacock. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not against signing Depay. I'm really not. But what I would be against is signing him on a long-term contract. Memphis Depay, if he does come back to Manchester United, should be given an 18-month contract maximum, with maybe an option of extending that with a further year onto it, because our long-term plans are not going to be with Memphis Depay playing up front. They're really not, So that's what I would do with him, but I totally wouldn't be against him at all. I hope we go for Gakpo, says Chris. If we sold Dan James, then we should sell or loan Elanga. Twig says, is there any other communication app we could use for the channel, as my Discord doesn't work anymore? Says Twigs. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, Twigs. Really not, man. That's not my area of expertise. No way on Rice, says Chris. Paul says, where does that striker Ramos for Portugal play? His club foot. He plays for Benfica. I hate Declan Rice, says Twigs. Chris says, if we have Casemiro for now, spend 80 or 100 million on a striker. How I saw Zidane Iqbal, says Ali. Played decent enough in the first half. Iqbal has, in fairness to him. Let's have a look here and see what people are saying. Malacia was relatively unknown and he's decent, says Chris. More like that, please. Yeah, absolutely. Did anyone know of Anthony? Really? Before this season? Did anyone really know of Martinez? I had heard of both of them, but I didn't realise they were as good as they were. So let the manager do his thing. Your ma can jog on. My World, My Life says Manchester United sucks. Great input there. Think we can go in for Son or Kane? I wouldn't be surprised if we go for Kane. Probably not Son, I'd say. Can you show us the match, please? No, I can't, I'm afraid, guys. Dave says, I will bring George Best back before the pie. Evan is in. Good to see you, pal. And Chris says, get that Portuguese lad who took Ronaldo's slot last night. Yeah, we were talking about him earlier on. I don't think on the back of one game, like Benfica were going to sell him to Wolves for pennies last summer. So, look, on the back of one game, let's not be too hasty. If he balls it in for the rest of the World Cup and the remainder of the season, then we'll have a chat. But, why not Son, says Chris. I just don't think Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll go for Son. I don't know. I wouldn't be against Son. I just couldn't see United going for him, to be honest. I think we go for an out and out number 9, like a Harry Kane instead. And I do think there's maybe 2 or 3 years left in Harry Kane at the top. And Harry Kane is not going to want to leave the Premier League because he's on for breaking the goal scoring record. So he's not going to want to leave. We took Rooney on with little game time, didn't we? Rooney had 18 months playing for Everton and scoring goals in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Rooney was 16 when he played for Everton, and he was 18 when he signed for United. So, he did have game time, and it was in the Premier League. Gakpo to United, says CEO. Dave says, Ten Hag, not panicked buyer, and Son, yes, 5 years ago. Where's the accent from? It's from Kilkenny in Ireland. Benfica or Everton, says Chris. What's your thoughts on the potential selling of the club? Saudis, Americans, or Jim Radcliffe? Obviously the number one choice for most Manchester United fans is Jim Radcliffe, because he's a Manchester United supporter, and he's a Manchester United fan. But I don't mind who and I've said this multiple times, I don't mind who the next Manchester United owner is, as long as they do things the right way. They put competent people in the right positions, they invest properly in the club, and they just do the right thing. That's all we can ask for as fans. Do you know the nationality of Zidane Iqbal? He's Iranian, I think. Him and Gakpo I'd go for, says Paul. Shane thinks Rice is overrated as well. Ben says, let Ten Hag sign who he wants. Not got one wrong yet. Exactly. Every American I speak to is shocked to find there's a country or a county called Mayo. Score, United are 2-1 down, Sean. If you want to go over to the YouTube channel, guys, we're live over there as well. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11 all on the screen. Link is on the homepage, or just search United Community Channel. Full experience is over there. Ten Hag could probably still do a job at CDM, player manager. Zidane is Iraqi, sorry, says. Iraqi. I think, Iraqi, sorry. What did I say? Iranian, sorry. Christian Pulisic, another option, says Chris. Yeah, maybe. He's not going to get us to that next level, though, I don't think. I don't know. I'm not overly convinced by him. Not a bad player, but I'm just not overly convinced by him. Make sure you hit the follow button, guys. Plenty of people hit the follow button there on TikTok. Really appreciate all the new follows. If you haven't already, make sure you do hit the follow button. Daily Manchester United content, all of the watch-alongs throughout the season. And, of course, we're going to be doing the remainder of the World Cup games as well. So make sure you don't miss out. Hit that follow button. Really appreciate it. On the road to 21,000 followers. And anyone new to the YouTube channel, please do me a favour and hit the subscribe button. 80% of the people who watch the content back after it's live are not subscribed. So please do hit the subscribe button. It helps out the channel an awful lot. And here we go. Second half is off. So we have mass changes here in relation to the lineup. Let me go through it here with you as well. I think have we 6 changes? I think. Yeah, but it's not. Let me have a look. Let me have a look here. Let me have a look and see. So United's second half team is Dubravka, Jurado, Fredrickson, Bernard, Murray, Savage, Manu, Hansen, Aaron, Emerin, Shuratire and Charlie McNeil. So there you go. Talk about youngsters. So happy days. Let's see how they get on. Let's sit back, relax and enjoy the academy players and see what they can do here. It's great to see. Harry Maguire able to reignite his United career, says Chris. Probably not. If he's happy being back up, then he'll have a future at United. But other than that, I think he's just going to be back up to Varane and Martinez whenever they're fit, you know. O'Neill is on, guys, yeah. Charlie McNeil is starting in the second half here. Who do you support in the League of Ireland, says Blay, says Sean. I don't really have a team. Kilkenny City used to have a team in the League of Ireland years ago. I used to watch them alright, but ever since they folded, I haven't really followed anybody, to be honest. Really haven't. So it's corner here to Manchester United. Taken short. So here's Gerardo. Lovely little ball. Bit of space. And a strike. Oh, there we go. The kids make it 2-2. Get in there. Covey Manu with the goal. The kids make it 2-2. And a great start to the second half, you'd have to say. And there was a big deflection in it. You'd have to say. But great enthusiasm there. And great positive play by the youngsters. And it's 2-2. Happy days. United are back on track. Kobe Manu with the goal. Kobe Manu, guys, with the goal. So it's 2-2 at the moment. I'm just going to update the scrolling banner there, guys, with the... There we go. Updated. Oh, sorry. Let me just... Oh, there we go. Lovely. What's your opinion on Ziyech, says Chris. I'm not a big fan of him. He had a good game last night. His attitude was fantastic, but his attitude is called into question an awful lot. Would I like him at Manchester United? Probably not, to be quite honest with you. But he's not a bad footballer. What match is this? So United are playing... Here's Emerin coming down the right hand side now. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he goes down. Surely that's a penalty. Referee waves it off. Oh, he probably went down a bit early. Or a bit easy, sorry. Yeah, he was probably a bit soft going down, in fairness. If he had just stayed up, he would have potentially got a ball across the box. What match is this? Manchester United are playing in a mid-season friendly against Cadiz FC. But very positive play out of the youngsters here in the second half, you'd have to say. And they're certainly not shying away, and they're all looking to make a name for themselves here. But yeah, it's been more lively, which is a very positive thing, you know, in relation to these academy players. We have all academy players playing in the second half. Not one senior player is on, I don't think. Maybe Dubravka in the goal, I think. Yeah, Dubravka in the goal, and other than that, every player is an academy player, and it's looking better than the first half. It's looking more lively than the first half, which is great, you know. And they're defending quite well here. couple of times Cadiz have got on the attack. United have, and they clear their lines again, which is good. And they're quite composed in relation to clearing their lines. They're not just looking to lump the ball clear. They're looking to play out from the back with a certain style, the Ten Hag style. And what was great to see the other day, I seen some clips of the training camp, and the fact that it's all academy players basically that are here, majority of them are academy players, and the same drills were being done that we've seen in all of the pre-season clips when Ten Hag first took over, which is great to see, because what it means is that Ten Hag wants the whole club playing a certain style. Regardless of what age group, he wants them all doing the same drills all the time, because when they are ready to step up to the first team, they're ready to bounce, Which is great. Really is. How's Garnacho getting on, says Carol. He came off at half time like everybody. He had an okay first half, but two different teams playing in both halves. Crossed into the box now for Cadiz, but United defended really well, in fairness to them. Apologies about not giving the names as they come, because I'm not used to, I don't know their numbers, which is how I usually, and even, how they look. And Shoretire goes down there and the ref waves it off again. Not too many people looking for the free. But yeah. Keep smashing the likes button for us, guys, if you haven't done so already. Great to see so many people in. Let's try to get to 10,000 likes before the end of it. If you have a second, if you're watching on TikTok, take a second, tap the screen a few times for us, get them likes up. Really helps the channel out an awful lot. Helps get more people into the chat, on a better life. So keep tapping that screen, really helps. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the follow button as well. Like I said, we're on the road to 21,000 followers, so daily Manchester United content, all of the watch-alongs throughout the season. Make sure you don't miss out. And anybody watching on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. And again, we do all of the watch-alongs on YouTube as well throughout the season, so don't miss out. And Cadiz win a corner here. What channel are you on? Says Ash, we're on MUTV. Mark says Joe Dolan on RTE2. He can stay there. You'd watch the World Cup on TV. It's back to Corrie and the likes now until Friday, says Michael. Short corner taken here by Cadiz. Oh, the Bravka spills it, but United defenders are there to clear, and they win a free out in the end. And the Bravka didn't look too confident there. He came out to catch the ball, but he went out to catch it like that rather than catch it like that, which is a strange kind of take. Oh no, he did want to take it like that, but he just fucking fumbled it. What league is Cadiz in, says Mick? They're 19th, I think, in La Liga. What's your opinion on the Ronaldo drama? Done and dusted with it now. I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad all the drama and the circus that goes with him is gone. Onwards and upwards. So it's 2-2. Oisin. 2-2. United have made 10 changes at half time. But they were 2-0 down. Got a goal back in the second half with a penalty. In the first half with a penalty from Martial. And Menu got the equaliser about 2 minutes into the second half. So it's been good. Second half's been good, I have to say. The youngsters have looked positive. They've looked bright. They've looked energetic. Jerry says, what match are you watching? We're watching Cadiz FC versus Manchester United in a mid-season friendly. It's on in Spain at the moment. Good to have you in, though, guys. Stick with us. We're going to be here till the end. Michael says, where do you think Ronaldo goes in January? The Saudi deal isn't happening, he said. It's the only offers he has on the table at the moment, according to everybody else. I don't know. I don't see a top club coming in for him. If you were a manager of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Bayern Munich, fucking Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, right, take away maybe the English clubs. Well, not Chelsea, Arsenal, but take away City, Liverpool. If you were any of them other clubs, he's offside, surely. It's 3-2 there, but he should be offside. What's that? Is that linesman smoking hash or something? How is that not offside? And even your man is gone, where the fuck is the flag? So Cadiz are 3-2 up. Oh my God, he looked a mile offside. Let's have a look at it here. Oh, he was a mile off. That's a terrible decision by that. That linesman is smoking hash. So he is. Fucking hell. No VAR in this game. United are 3-2 down. Nah, this shouldn't be, but that's poor out of linesman, in fairness. Any update on the sale of the club? No, nothing yet. James, did you hear that? Did you have the halftime meanie? Says Evan. I didn't, because there's a shepherd's pie waiting for me to devour once this live is over. I didn't have time to eat it before the live, so yeah, there'll be no meanies. Must be a glowed watch this match. I didn't even realise they were playing. Is Sancho playing? No, so Sancho has remained behind Dier on doing an individual training course or something. That's all we know. Tuchel was sacked at Chelsea because he didn't want Ronaldo. He was proved right. Yeah, still doesn't mean the owner doesn't want him though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? It's 3-2 to Cadiz, guys. United got the equaliser just 2 minutes into the second half. United have all the youngsters on, all academy players playing in the second half, but the Cadiz just scored the third goal, and he was a mile off. The linesman was, as we said, the linesman is smoking hash because he didn't spot it. He was an absolute mile off. But look, the result is not important. I mean, the youngsters are doing well here, I'd have to say. They're going to regret releasing CR7, to be honest. I'm a citizen, but I'm disappointed. I don't think we are. I mean, long term, I don't see what benefit we would have had by keeping him. There's a circus with him. He's not playing well. He's in decline. We're giving him 400 grand a week. You know what I mean? Is it a good game? Says Brian. It's okay. It's a friendly game. You know what I mean? There's not much bite about it, but the youngsters have been impressive here in the second half, I have to say. This fucking referee, I mean, that's 3 fouls now that we're after, that United should have really had. And here's Cadiz now with a strike. Dubravka saves comfortably enough. How we losing, says Joshua. Well, the first 2 goals were poorly conceded, you'd have to say, but the third one was a mile offside, but no excuses. Look, result is not important. You know, obviously, it's a third string team we have out, but yeah, and the commentator just said it. It's a team of teenagers, basically. Mid-season friendly sound weird, says Michael. Boy says, what about last season? Who was United's top goal scorer and how much did he score? Can we win the league on last season performances? No, we can't. So this season he's been dirt. Blood says, we play better without him. I'm glad we didn't give him a spot on the Aussie pre-season tour. Padre says, United youngsters has started well. That goal was how the goal given it a mile offside, yeah. What's your opinions on Dubravka, says Evan? Look, he's just back up to De Gea, really, isn't he? It's only a short-term deal, I think. I think we'll probably be in for a goalkeeper in the summer. Who scored the goals for United? Martial scored a penalty and Menu got the second. Jack says, Jack, you've been sharing your snow with the line-off. Fucking man. Sniper says, we won't finish in the top 6 if we don't sign a striker in January. Yeah, look, I think we will get one. Liam is in, good to see you as well. And Shane says, did any details come out whether we paid Ronnie in full or did he get nothing from the remainder? No, he got nothing. Contract was terminated. No payments. Just see you later. Are any of the young lads impressing? Well, the whole lot of them are doing well here in the second half, you'd have to say. It's you know, the second half score is 1-1, you would say. But it shouldn't be. It should be 1 up. Cadiz goal was a mile offside. But no, they're certainly doing okay. You know, I wouldn't be critical of any of them now at the moment. I'm going to try and watch a little bit more of it now for a minute, more instead of maybe reading out some comments for a sec, just to kind of get a kind of glimpse and see how they are doing. So Cadiz have a corner, or sorry, a throw down in the corner. But it's been an okay second half, you'd have to say. Campo would be a good signing for United, says Evan. Morgan says, this is a friendly game. We don't have to be disappointed. Let the young stars be aware about this. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not a... If you remember back to our pre-season watch-alongs, what we said before every game was, the result is not important. It's the performance and the, you know, learning the style of play that Ten Hag wants us to play and things like that. You know, it wasn't about the result. Well, the Liverpool game was about a result because you always want to beat them. And we did. Socceroo fans says Newcastle on top. On top of what? Because they ain't on top of the league. Savage looks like he could make it, says Philip. Yeah, he's a decent player, in fairness to him. Let's hope he's not an airhead like his father. I don't think Gakpo is the answer. We need Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney won't be coming to Manchester United. He has a huge FA case against him for breaches of betting violations, betting rules. And if you think, I think Trippier got a 10-game ban for breaching the rules twice. And Ivan Toney has over 200 betting breach allegations against him. So he ain't going to be coming to Manchester United, I don't think. He's probably going to get a minimum of a 6-month ban, I would say. If he's found guilty, that is. Here's United coming now. Nice little interlink play. And Savage has a strike, but it's just over the bar. Solo is in. Good evening, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And will you be available on Friday at 9:05? I don't know, but I'll send you a message on Instagram. Leave it with me. I'll get back to you once the live is over. Appreciate it. Anyone watching, guys, make sure you go over and give the Man United Agenda a follow as well on YouTube. Great few guys over there. Great channel, good content. Go over and give them a subscribe. Craig Bravo says 246 betting breaches. Yeah, crazy out of Ivan Toney. Really is. And I think he's going to get a minimum of 6 months, you would probably say. I love you. You're my favourite TikToker. I appreciate it. You don't have a name, full stop. But I appreciate it. I don't know why but I could see Ricardo Pereira going to United. Okay. But young lads are doing good here, you'd have to say. Solo says 6 months to a year ban. Yeah, I mean, I can't really see anything else. Now, obviously, he has to be found guilty first. But, I mean, you don't have 246 betting breaches against you if you're innocent. You know, so I think the writing's on the wall for him, really. Which is a shame because he's a very good player and he's coming into his prime and he's starting to do really well. So, are you going walking?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it's a shame. It really is. But he's he and it is a shame because he has the kind of stature and the kind of physicality, and he's the type of striker that United tend to have, or that I could see fitting in with United. So it is a shame. Not watching, but I assume we're playing awful, says Joshua. We're not playing overly bad. Now, we have 11 teenagers on the pitch here in the second half. First half, we were actually quite poor. Like, some of the senior players were quite poor. Van de Beek done nothing. Alanga was poor. Wan-Bissaka was poor. The usual, you know. But the young lads in the second half now are doing okay, I have to say. They're doing quite well. Endrick is on his way to Madrid, says Michael. Soft says Alanga has a work rate but no end product. I agree, 100%. KJB says, is that the missus? Just jokes, man. Yeah, that's the missus. She's going off for bring the dog for a walk. It said most breaches were when he was at Peterborough, says Craig. Yeah, I did hear that. They won't care though. Like, I think the FA will have an opportunity now to throw the book at him, which they probably will, just to say no more. We don't want anyone breaching the betting rules. So I don't know. It's crazy that they're not allowed to have a bet. You know, now I understand you don't bet against or you don't bet on yourself or anything like that, or against yourself, but like, can they even have a bet? You know, if he's playing for Peterborough, can you do a fucking 10-team accumulator in the Premier League? I don't know. You know. Aaron says, love the streams and content, mate. Keep it up. Appreciate it, Aaron. Thanks for the kind words, pal. Solo says he reminds me of Andy Cole. Yeah, he does actually, doesn't he? Same kind of build, same stature. He moves similarly to him as well. He just needs that celebration, Solo, doesn't he? When Cole had scored, he'd run, he'd jump, he'd do that. Best celebration ever. Sniper says, I'd love Sesko, but he's going to Leipzig in the summer. Looks like it, alright. And Jamser is in. Says, hi. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us. Michael says, can't be as bad as Juve match. Fixing scandals. Yeah. So, Cadiz are coming here now. It's 3-2 at the moment. Cadiz are coming. 3-2 to Cadiz. And Cadiz player is down here, stopping the game. It's 3-2 to Cadiz, guys. Man United are 3-2 down. Who's your man of the match so far? It's really hard to pick a man of the match in a friendly when you have two different teams playing in two halves, you know. I think Iqbal had a very good first half, so I'll probably go with him. Dean the Machine says, how are you from Kilkenny? Good to see you, Dean. Is this a friendly, says Bill? It is. What striker are you talking about? We're talking about Ivan Toney. I hope you don't mind I use you in some of my videos, says Jamser. Absolutely no problem at all, my friend. You can use it away. Just make sure you tag me at the bottom of it in the description so people can come and subscribe. But you're more than welcome to use my videos. That's no problem at all, my friend. Have I been in any of your videos lately, Jamser? I've seen a couple of them actually where I've been on it. I think it was on maybe the Liverpool or the Arsenal one, I think. But yeah, the Morocco Spain one. I must give that a watch actually. Yeah, I must give that a watch. Tony would suit us, says Gary. He would. If you would pick any Liverpool player to sign for Man United, none of them. None of them. Craig says Chris Murphy massively would fit dream in our style. Such a shame. It's a free now to Manchester United. Ball played into the box. Bit too deep. Goes out for a goal kick. Who would you sign? What? Who would you sign for? Red Devils 2, LOL. To learn how to spell there, Ian, and use a couple of commas. Brentford would want a lot of money for Tony, though. Yeah. United coming down now the right hand side. Cross is cleared. Oh, United keep. Oh, that's a penalty now. Come on, ref! And another one! Ah, this ref is having a laugh. Fuck's sake. Shane says, I understand why they're not allowed bet on other matches. It's kind of insider trading. Players tend to be pals with each other. That's true. Players and all, it takes us one to let slip their best player going. Yeah, that's certainly true, Shane. Now that you say it, absolutely. But United are after creating a couple of chances here in the second half, you'd have to say. And I mean, there's certainly no lack of talent in these young players, which is great to see. And they're certainly not shying away from a challenge here, in fairness to them. Patrick says the referee needs to go to Specsavers. My missus is a part owner of a Specsavers, and I'll send him to her. Joshua said the ref might as well not have eyes. That's one way of putting it, all right. But yeah, so what have we got? 16 minutes or so, just under 16 minutes to go here, guys. And it's 3-2 to Cadiz FC. Man United are 3-2 down. Obviously, we have a team of teenagers playing here in the second half. But I've been impressed with them, I have to say. United missing Phil Jones tonight, says Michael. Phil Jones will never play for Manchester United again. He's not even in the Premier League squad. He's not registered as a Premier League player. The Shield of Ballycastle says, hello United Community Channel, how are you, sir? Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. And Liam says, you might kill me for saying this, but if you had a slightly wider head, you'd be the image of Harry Maguire, in my opinion. Liam, I might just block you from this channel for saying something so ludicrous. I'd take his head if I got his wages along with it. Your wife owns a Specsavers and still married you. I was a lot better looking in my youth, so I was, before I started getting grey hairs. Bula is in from Fiji Islands. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us. You're not the first one to say that as well, Oisin, by the way. My best man said it in his speech at my wedding that she should have gone to Specsavers. So it's it wouldn't be it's not the first and it won't be the last. So Savage taking a free here if he ever decides to take it. Oh, Savage lets the ball run past him and they're going to score here. Yeah, it's 4-2. It's 4-2. Mistake by Charlie Savage. Just lets the ball run between his legs. And his first touch is poor. Lets the ball run underneath his foot. And there's a Cadiz player coming in behind. Takes it off him. Plays his teammate in. And 4-2. So, here we go. 4-2. Cameron, you're a scummy bastard. See you later. Where is the keeper standing? Yeah, to be honest with you, I haven't been overly impressed with Dubravka tonight. He hasn't covered himself in glory. But yeah, Savage just lets it go in underneath his legs. Dubravka kind of goes down a bit early, does he? Yeah, he does. He does. He goes down a bit early. He doesn't stand up. But anyway. Actually, who was man who plays for Man United but never heard of him? Yeah, he's an academy player. Yeah. He played in the Youth Cup final back in May, I think it was. They do understand it's a friendly, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a friendly. And there's a team of teenagers playing, so I'm not going to get too carried away. But I have to say I've been impressed with him. Now, that was an individual error there by Charlie Savage, you would have to say. But as a whole, they've the academy players in the second half here have played quite well, I have to say. Do you think Ten Hag will recruit more depth as Scottish lad? He has to. Yeah, he has to. He really does. Mark says, loving the comments from the deluded fans who seem to think we're at full strength or something. I know. Let it over your head. Let it over your head. United shit. They have a strong team out, for fuck's sake, says Murph. Name the team then, Murph. Go on. Put it in the chat. Name the team. If you think we have a strong team out, name every one of them without Googling it. Bet you can't. But anyway, keep smashing the like button for us, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the follow button. Daily Manchester United content and all of the watch-alongs throughout the season. And we're doing the World Cup watch-alongs as well. So make sure you hit the follow button so you don't miss out. And if you're new to the YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Helps the channel out a lot. So I'd really appreciate it. Kyle says, who have you got next in the Champions League? Well, if you're a Liverpool fan, you're not going to be in it next year if you keep playing the way you're playing. Here's Emeran now down the right-hand side. Squares the ball back to Savage. Poor strike in the end. Has Ronaldo definitely gone, says Ricky. Yeah, he has. Joshua says, guarantee we come back first game of the season and win. But then we hear it's only the Prem, says Joshua. Liam says, we should buy Bazunu and Obafemi. Don't really know if they're up to the standard, to be quite honest. Would be great from an Irish perspective, but I don't think they're good enough. Kyle says, stop it, lad. Liverpool can't be stopped. Can't be stopped at what? You won 2 cups last year. And you didn't score a goal in either of the finals. And you won 2 cups and you had an open top bus parade. And you're talking about us being deluded. Yeah, fucking you, yeah, well, yeah. As bad as we've been for the last 10 or 11 years in decline, we still have bigger revenues than Liverpool, you know, so. Going to win the Champions League this year, though. Yeah, my fucking bollocks going to win the Champions League. Delusion. Delusion, boy. You might win it if you drop Trent, because you can't defend. Me fucking grandmother would defend better than him. Adam is in. McClaff, minus 10,000. Twig says, lads hate to be bother, but there's this app called Gilded, and it's just like Discord. It's free and actually works for me. Could we have one server there, maybe? I'll check it out, Twigs. I'll check it out during the week. Give me a bit of time. There's not an awful lot going on. I mean, if you're on Instagram, I put all of the updates on my story there for when we're going live. To be honest, the Discord there's not much going on in it at the moment, but I'll check out that other thing as well for you. Absolutely. Shane Dunn says the price for them to organise the open top bus ceremony costs more than the prize money for the 2 cups. Oh God. Fucking deluded Liverpool fans by win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup and have an open top bus parade. Jesus Christ. United had an open top bus parade for winning the treble, and Liverpool had an open top bus parade for winning the FA Cup and Carabao Cup double. Oh my God. There's the difference. There's the difference. So what do we got? Just under 7 minutes to go here, guys. Cadiz 4-2 up. And yeah. I've been happy enough with the young lads, though. I have to say they've been they've certainly not shied away. Now there's a lack of experience, of course there is. You know, but there's certainly no lack of talent, which is good. Adam says, be mad when we win the Prem again before Liverpool do. And Kyle says, Trent can defend though. Funny how this is spoke about. He's playing against world-class strikers in the Champions League. What are you on about? You think you've just proven you know absolutely fucking nothing, Kyle. If you're saying that Trent Alexander-Arnold can defend, fuck me. Like Phil Jones is a better defender than Trent. You know what I mean? Trent is brilliant going forward, but my God, he's a shocking defender. Change the scoreboard. Oh yeah, apologies. Sorry guys, lads are getting on to me here. Change the scoreboard, please. Apologies. Ben says, imagine winning the Premier League and not being allowed to celebrate it with your fans. Yeah, they won the only Premier League with no fans in the ground. Is that Cadiz first team, says Liam? Yep, it is. Evan says, what's the score? It's 4-2 to Cadiz. Trent is world class, would walk into any team in the world. Oh my God. Kyle, go on off to bed there. Get into your Liverpool pyjamas and get in under your Liverpool duvet with your posters of Trent on the wall. Have a fucking posh one. Ad says Van de Beek played well or not? Not really. Not really. Yeah, I think Van de Beek is done, to be quite honest with you. Patrick says can't even get into the England team. Yeah, he has. Well, he has at least 3 other right fulls ahead of him. So he has Trippier ahead of him, Kyle Walker ahead of him, and then he even has James ahead of him when he's fit. So I'm sure all the Liverpool, if England win the World Cup, I'm sure Liverpool fans will say, you know, oh, Trent has to be class. Sure, didn't he win the World Cup without fucking having any input in it at all? You know. Kyle says Van de Beek is world class. United ruined him. Good one, Kyle. Trippier is a worse defender than Trent. Well, why is he starting ahead of him for England then? And why does he have better stats in the Premier League? And why is he in the team of the season so far ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold? So, you know, you're digging a hole for yourself here, pal. He'd walk into any team, then be forced to walk right back out, says Twigs. A Pashwan, says Shane. Feed the Scousers. Let them know it's Christmas time. Donny's been done for a while, unfortunately, says Oshin. Yeah, I think so. Newcastle is on form. That's the only reason. Well, Newcastle are on form because their players are on form. And their players are on form, you play better. Liverpool are dirt because Trent is dirt and he's crap at defending, and you're playing dirt and you're dirt. So dirt, double dirt. Is there any good standout youngsters tonight? Yeah, Zidane Iqbal done really well in the first half. I've been impressed with young Manu tonight in the second half. And Charlie Savage, even though he did make a blunder for the third goal, I think he's been playing quite well. He's been looking to get on the ball. He's been getting into attacking areas, linking up, and he's got into good positions on the edge of the box to take a shot. Now his shots were poor, but so yeah. Bit of an awful match, but it's not. But it's a friendly, so not bothered. So Joshua, yeah. Well, look, it's just good to be back doing United watch-alongs again, and obviously, we have another one on Saturday, which I'm going to try and do. And of course, then, once the World Cup finishes up, we'll be right back into the United watch-alongs from, I think, the Tuesday or the Wednesday after the World Cup final. So what day is today? Wednesday. I think it's this day. 2 weeks. We've got the first competitive game, Carabao Cup against Burnley. Kyle, you're taunting out your ring, son. Ben says Wan-Bissaka should have gone to the World Cup over Trent. And Twig says Bruno Fernandes 2 goals, 3 assists in 3 games at the World Cup. Unreal. And Numpty Kyle here thinks Bruno Fernandes is garbage. So goes to show the brains in some of these Liverpool fans. Guinness says I hope England go through soon to be Liverpool midfield. I hope England go through soon to be England midfield. You heard it here first at Bellingham. Well, I don't think your current owners will spend 150 million on him, but if you can get new owners in by the summer, then I think Liverpool will be in the running. Maybe similarly United as well. I know United have been ruled out at the moment, but that's under the current ownership. If United could get owners in before the summer, be similar to Liverpool, But I don't think your current owners are going to spend 100 million plus on Bellingham. I just don't think so. Liam says Brainwave, we should buy Bono from Morocco. Ben says, just saying, Wan-Bissaka had Mbappe in his pocket against PSG. Was that not the law? Maybe it was Wan-Bissaka, I don't know. Twig says, my great grandmother could start ahead of Trent, and she's not alive, and she's also Irish. Almiron owns Grealish, NUFC. Thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it. So, game nearly done and dusted here, guys. Again, to anybody watching, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the follow button if you're watching on TikTok. We're on the road to 21,000 followers, so I really do appreciate it. And if you're new to the YouTube channel as well, if you're watching on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button. On the road to 2,000 subscribers there. Daily content, guys. All of the watch-alongs. And there's the final whistle. United lose 4-2. But, look, again, like we said, the result is not the most important thing here. It's been a positive second half, you would say, from the youngsters. They've certainly, looked bright and looked positive. But we've got another pre-season friendly on Saturday at 5 o'clock against Real Betis. So I may or may not be able to do that. I'm not 100% sure because we've got the 2 World Cup quarterfinals in between that as well. I did say I'm going to try and do a marathon day, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'll definitely be doing the England quarterfinal at 7 o'clock on Thursday. On Saturday. But I'll try and do the Manchester United friendly from between 5 and 7 and then go directly onto the England game. So look, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, guys. We're a United community channel on all platforms. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Discord, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube. So make sure you're following and subscribing to all of them platforms. I really do appreciate all of the likes and follows and the kind messages and things like that. The positivity is great to see, even when we get some dickhead Liverpool fans in. It's all a bit of banter. But yeah, appreciate it, guys. I'll be back. What have we got in terms of the next couple of days? Like I said, we don't have any football between now and Saturday, so I might just take a couple of days off, to be quite honest with you. Oh no, sorry, Friday night we've got, so I'll take tomorrow off. We won't do anything tomorrow, and we'll go again on Friday for Brazil and Croatia, and then for Netherlands and Argentina. We'll be doing live watch-alongs for both of them. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, you're following the TikTok channel. We go live on both of them. I really appreciate it. But until Friday night, guys, or until Friday we're going live Friday at 2:45 in the afternoon. Until then, thanks. See you there.